welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rosie Henshaw. If you're new here, then hello, welcome, it's lovely to meet you. And if you're already existing, then hello guys, welcome back. So today's video, Gal, do you need me? No, I thought I was being called, I'm not. So I'm Rosie Henshaw and today I'm bringing you a Easter wreath tutorial. Now, normally I would go out, get a few little accessories to make some bits to add to the wreath or buy some like faux foliage and add to it. Because obviously the shops are closed, what I've had a little look at is I've had a little rummage through my Easter decorations that I already had and thought, what can I use to add to my wreath? Now, every wreath video I've done, it starts off with my eucalyptus wreath. Now, looking a little bit sparse, probably need to buy some little eucalyptus and fill it out a little bit more, but once we add all this it'd be nice anyway. Now I bought this online and it's faux and this has been outside and it's always outside and it really weathers well, really worth the money. I paid about £35–40 for it, which is a lot of money, but it has tested that it's stood the test of time. Because what I used to do is every Christmas buy a real one from the florist, losing my voice now, grab yourself a nice cup of tea or a hot drink or something if you want. I just got a juice. Wow. So, and I was just spending on real every year. And a real wreath would cost me £25–30 anyway. So by the time I'd had this for 2 years, I'd actually save some money anyway. And what I do is I just up-purpose this and use this for every season. So for Valentine's Day, I've done all like the red roses and like gold hearts. And I've done it for Christmas. I've also done it for autumn when I've done all like the DIY fabric pumpkins in it. And now I'm going to do it for Easter. So when I had a little rummage through, I thought, what can I add? So when I looked through, if you watch my craft videos, you would have seen the garland, the DIY garland we done. And what I done is I basically got foam, losing my mind. I got some foam eggs, just polystyrene eggs. We painted them, add push pins to them. You can glue daisies on them, and basically we wreathed them up and then put them into the wreath, which looked really, really lovely, into the garland, shall we say, into the garland. But obviously I don't have those supplies at the moment, so I've just had a rummage through, and what I found is I've got a few of these like carrot decorations, which are really lovely. But actually, when I looked at them, if you have jute string or some like wool, like orange wool, or you could just do different coloured carrots if you like, funk it up a bit, you literally could get a little bit of paper, scrunch it up into like a pencil shape and wrap jute around this to get like a carrot shape and glue it on. And then just get some foliage from the garden to stick on the end to make some carrots. You could glue a little bit of like jute onto it to hang it up. But I've got 5 of these. These were already made. I didn't make these. So these are already made. And yeah, I thought I'll use these in my wreath. Also in my wreath, I've got some of these little wooden eggs that I got from the range before all this madness started happening and we all had the lockdown. So a pack of them was £2.50. But the way I see it is them carrots, I think they was around about £5 and they were £2.50. So it's about £7.50 for my craft supplies to do this. Now, just before all of this happened, I was looking at Easter wreaths on TK Maxx and other places. And for a really nice Easter wreath, you're talking about £20–30. So I thought, actually, we're going to make a big saving anyway. So I'm going to get into the video. And I will also say, I did actually say there was going to be a DIY painting a chair video. That was meant to be up on Tuesday. I even got Gary roped in, helping me in the garden to do some filming and get it done. And I ended up, being the klutz that I am, I've deleted the video, but didn't back it up on iCloud, so I literally could not get it back. And it was because I was trying to remove pictures and images to release up storage so that I could upload it in the first place. So this is the finished chair. If you do watch my charity shop hauls, you will know what one I'm on about. So we've done it pink with like basically a leftover cushion cover that we had, some leftover pink paint that we already had. So this is going to go in Millie's room for her friends to sit on when she has her friends finally over again, because she's got a desk for her chair. You know what girls are like, they like to both sit up there and just chat and do some drawings and stuff. So that's ready, and that was like lime green, a little bit of yellow, all chipping off, really lumpy paint on it, and yeah, and like a blue velvet rip seat. So I do apologise, you may not have even wanted to watch it, but I deleted the video, so that's exactly why it weren't up, because I'm just mental like that. So what we're going to do is on all of these eggs and stuff, I'm just going to cut these off. Now, by all means, get the children to cut Easter shapes out of paper and card, decorate them all up. I'm just going to cut them all off so they're ready to sit into the wreath nicely. If you've got foam eggs, You could have plastic eggs, even if you've got them bright coloured, quite garish plastic eggs. There's nothing stopping you from painting them, decoupaging them with tissue paper, or wrapping jute around them to make them look really beautiful. So I'm just going to cut them all off, and I'm also going to cut the twines off of the carrots, because obviously these are going to be glued into the wreath now. But this will look really lovely. I'm really looking forward to actually having an Easter wreath on the door anyway. We're 10 days away from Easter. Really looking forward to it. And if you're about tomorrow and you'd like to see it, I'm going to be doing a Easter decor tour. Do you know why I've lost my words and I've lost the plot? It's all this home learning we've been doing at the table with all the children. I know you're all in the same boat. It's literally been crazy. I didn't realise how unintelligent I was. So I've got my wreath and I've got 5 carrots. So I'm going to space them out sporadically, but I've got my hot glue gun ready. So I'm just going to get it as hot, ready. I'm going to have eggs rolling around on the table as well. So I'm just going to place a nice big lump of hot glue on the side in one area. And I'm just going to make sure that I stick this to one of the actual leaves, so that it's not just stuck into mid-air. These carrots are so cute and they would be so easy to make. So easy to make. Put another glue stick in there. And I hope you're all well anyway, I hope you're all well. But I am really looking forward to putting this up and putting my decorations up. I think that will definitely boost morale. And I'm going to scatter these, so some of them are going to be a little bit more into the wreath, some of them have been pointing more inside the wreath, facing opposite directions. It just gives it a little bit more texture and a little bit more of a... It pleases the eye better, I think. I think when everything's too uniform, it just makes me think, oh, I would rather that a little bit... I like things a little bit chaotic. So with like sort of similar, I'm going to plonk that on there with in mind trying to find a leaf that I can actually stick it to. You might have to hold it for a couple of seconds. And what I quite like as well is all these sort of like branches, they're then going outside. I had a big cleaning day yesterday, so I got all the cleaning done, and I literally took the clock off the wall to give it a wipe down and wipe behind it in the kitchen, forgetting that the nail was on the wall. So yesterday I had a bit of a thingy day, and I don't like blood, so I was just like, ooh, like went all weak and funny. It was just like the most random day ever. Stopped for a little while, had a nice sweet tea, then carried on, but we had like so much cleaning to do. So I got all that done yesterday because they had like quite a small work schedule yesterday, the kids. It was like the less what they've ever had actually. Like they get sent about 20 assignments a day, but yesterday they had about 4. So then we had quite a bit of time then just to get some cleaning done and get some jobs around the house done. I don't know whether to, yeah, it's got to be in that way, hasn't it? Because it won't look right. Another little idea that I had was you could even perhaps, I've got some of these little like Easter nests. You could like pop a little nest in that could be at the bottom. You could, if you have a few of these, but the thing is I only have one, so I thought if I had a few of these you could put eggs in them and sort of scatter them around. So now what I'm going to do is it's just basically the same thing. Now just try, and if you want to make something like Easter decorations, use what you have. You don't have to have anything sort of out there. You can make Easter wreaths, make pom-poms. You can do some pom-poms, DIY pom-poms, and make a DIY pom-pom wreath, maybe do it in the shape of like an Easter bunny. The options are, there's loads of options. Let's make sure I've got my glow stick ready. You could even like maybe cut out some paper bunting and write Happy Easter on it and sort of trail it across the centre of the wreath. That would look really, really sweet as well. This is just something that I can't wait to hang on the door. And do you know what would also be really, really nice? Because at the moment for the NHS we're having a lot of rainbows in the windows and for the children to see them. Perhaps you could do a rainbow wreath. Perhaps you can get the kids to cut out rainbows and you could glue them onto a wreath. That would be really beautiful and really sentimental at this time as well. So I'm just going to pop the eggs on. One was a bit heavy, so we have to hold that a little bit while it's drying. But it's just starting to look really, really cute. One thing I really, really, really wanted to make this Easter was I wanted to get some faux tulips and add loads of like pastel faux tulips in it. Obviously, like I said, I couldn't go out, so this may not be the most inventive wreath video ever in the world. It's very similar to many of the wreaths that you will see anyway in the stores or what you already have. They're not, this isn't very unique, but I just thought, oh, nearly knocked over then. I just thought it's something that we already have. And it's just going to make the door look more cheery, so I'm going to... Gary's getting the kids out. The kids are like all like crawling into the dining room. And he's like, just come out here a minute. I don't mind. No, come in here. They have time for dinner. It's time for dinner, guys. So I'm going to quickly finish this up. Look at Gary, little domestic goddess. No, it's fine. He's like a little domestic god, he is. He's literally out there. He's chopped up all the salad, got everything done. And I just thought that's going to look really, really cute. Now, if you sound like my mum then, if you have loads of eggs, then you could just add more and more, really bulk this out, make it look really, really stunning. I'm going to add a few of these larger eggs because I think they'll really add something to it. Take them off. Plonk some of these amongst it as well, just to add a little bit of like a larger scale egg. I've only got 3 of these. But you'll see all the decorations. I've been making a lot of Easter decorations the past few months, so it'd be really nice because you'll be able to see all those as well in the Decorate With Me video, like the decorated tour. So that'd be quite nice as well because then we can see all the cheery decorations, and I'm just going to plonk the other one down here to sort of break that pink up. Pull that one off. It is really nice having everyone home. Obviously, it's not very nice circumstances. I wish that wasn't the case, obviously the circumstances, but it is nice having some time together. But it is crazy. You literally forget what it's like having them home, finding a second to yourself. So that's a little bit weighty, so I will tie that up. This is quite a weighty egg, so I'll tie that with a little bit of dew. But this is my little Easter wreath. This is my little take on an Easter wreath using decorations that I already have at home. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get crafting. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it's at Rosie Henshaw Home. I will link it below in the description box. Look at Gary getting nervous. You're all right, don't worry, get in there. I want to see you anyway. So yeah, if you want to follow me on there, there'll be much more pictures and things like that. And I'm normally on there doing a few stories and stuff as well. So I'll link that below in the description box. And take care, stay safe. I've been Rosie Henshaw. Bye.